What is up guys, Logan here again with another video. We're gonna do another cash secured put video today, and the one I just picked up on Palantir recently. But first I want to show you guys, this is the Churchill Capital one from the video that I made previously on cash secured puts. I took profits here at 93.85%, $122 gain. Fantastic play. I was super happy with it, and I rolled that profit into Apple shares. So I'm very excited, and I can't wait to tell you guys about this Palantir one. Now make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and leave a comment below. Check the links in the description so you can check out the Discord that we have. You can also check out links to my CBD company. My music's down there as well, and also a free stock if you sign up for Robinhood. So make sure you check those out, and let's get right into this video. And I hope you guys are staying warm. As I woke up, I think it was like -2 degrees. It's 22 degrees now, but oh my gosh, this morning I was freezing. So I hope you guys have been able to stay warm with all the crazy weather that we've had going on across the country. Alright, so this is my most recent cash secured put. This is the Palantir $27 put that I sold. I sold this for 150 credit. As you guys can see here, I've made $16 so far at my total return. Yesterday, Palantir dipped even more after I had purchased it, inflating that premium, and I just decided to ride with it. I wasn't too concerned. Currently, it's worth 132, and this has been fluctuating throughout the day as it even got up to 178. And now it's down to 132, which is fantastic for me because that's the whole goal, right? We want to get this to zero. And yesterday you could see that it closed over 200 on me, which I'm totally cool with. And I took this position because I'm okay owning shares of Palantir at $27 a share. Now the reason I didn't pick two contracts was simply the fact that it would have required me to put up 5,400 in collateral instead of 2,700. So if we go to the calculator really quickly, we take 150 and divide that by 2,700. That brings us a 5.5% return within a span of a week and a half, since this is a shortened week, and that's if I hold it all the way through. My plan is to get this to 50% by Friday and close that position. So I'm totally cool with taking, let's say if it's at 50%, we can divide this by 2, and I'll take a 2.7% gain in a couple days any day of the week. That's about 1% a day on my money. And if worse comes to worse, you guys can see here that if this is to fall below 27, as Palantir is currently 29.22, I would just purchase 100 shares at the $27 strike price. And if we hop over to their chart, we can kind of walk through them on the day. And the reason I took this position was after February 12th, Palantir had dropped really bad yesterday. I scooped this play when they were 28.50, and they proceeded to fall all the way down to 27.60. But since I had time on this contract and they were already so beaten down on the day, and at this point they were down 22% on the week, it looked like they were oversold in my opinion, so I grabbed and sold that put. So if it did fall below, I still had time on it. That's why I didn't grab it to expire this week, because I'm still bullish on Palantir overall. And there's been a lot of trading that's happened inside their company as of recently. That's what's really interesting as well. And I know that risk when I was taking this position, and I'm totally cool with that because I still think Palantir at $27 is a fantastic deal. But I'd much rather collect premium if I can and then get exercised instead of buying a ton of shares or buying a call option. Like if I would have did that yesterday at 28.50 and then I see it drop all the way down to 27.60, I'd be down on my position. Theta decay would hurt me, but luckily they did run up today, as we can see here, and they're up about 4.76% on the day currently. They're hanging out at 29.15, and what's really cool is I have that $27 strike, so I have just over $2 of runway on Palantir for next Friday. And you guys have seen my position, 2,700 in collateral. It expires on next Friday, so that's something that I really wanted to take light on too, is just to let you guys know the premium was really good for me if I did it next week. And if we were to fall below 27, and I would risk early assignment, it's not something that's super common to get assigned super early on shares if it is to fall below your strike price that you're selling. Now if you look at the Palantir chart over the last 3 months, you guys can see that they're up 60%, and they've had a lot of consolidation and movement in the $20 range until taking off on the 21st. So that's what I was banking on, really, was knowing that there's this support level here. They have traded in this range for so long, between $23 and $29. So I figured, why not sell the $27 put? And if it was to fall, and let's say by the time I end up holding this contract maybe into expiration, which isn't my plan. But if I was to do that, and let's say it does close at $26, then I would be down $100. I would still purchase all 100 shares at $27. So I'd be down 100, but I know that if I hold this, even if I had to hold this for a couple months, I could get a really nice return on my shares of getting it around here. And let's say it does run back up to 40. I mean, we're looking at a 50% return, if not more, on my position. So right around 50%, and I think that's fantastic, especially the fact that I can pick up premium on the back end. And if that doesn't happen, I can get out of this position, collect my credit, and maybe roll this credit into shares anyway at whatever price based on the amount of premium I receive off of this position. And that's something that's a little bit of fun that I like to do. Now, I do think Palantir is a fantastic stock to play cash secured puts on. It's up 4.5% today, which is really cool considering my Zoom play, which is also another one of the tech stocks, is currently down 4% on the day, but I'm still up on it all time, which is great. So if we click trade options, we could look at closer expirations and even pick up another one if you guys want to. So you could look at this week's expiration. Now these plays would expire Friday, but the reason I like to go an extra week out is because you can collect premium if the stock does move bullish really quickly. As you guys can see today, if I was to purchase this at close, currently I would be up about 70 bucks or 33% return on the credit just overnight because of a bullish movement. So this is a bullish strategy. I wanted to get the best percent return, but also for the least amount of risk, right? I know right here I could sell the 28 put, but that only gives me $1 of runway as of right now, and Palantir's already up on the day, right? So that's the other thing I took into consideration was I try to sell cash secured puts on days where stocks are down big, just because when stocks are oversold, that's when a lot of buyers come in, especially in a bull market where they scoop shares, and there's a lot of people that see these opportunities as buying opportunities. So I also take advantage of it. I go in, sell a cash secured put, I can collect that credit, and let's say I do collect 50% by this week, then I could take that $75, buy a couple shares of Palantir. So it's a little fun thing I like to do with taking my profits off of playing these stocks in a more leveraged way and get a really quick return and use that money to buy shares in them and hold them for a long time. And then we can take a deep dive into my contract, and you guys can look at the Greeks where the delta every day is about 32, so it's around $31.50 every day, and my theta is pretty close to about $12 a day that'll get chunked out of this. So if Palantir is to move up another $1, I would receive about 32 more dollars of credit, or just theta decay every day and overnight. So let's say they're currently at 29.17. If they were to open at 30.17 tomorrow, not only would I get the delta increase, that would give me about 32 more dollars, but I would have the theta decay, which would give me 12 more. And we're looking really good there at about $44 overnight, just off a $1 movement. And I'm really excited, and this is a great play, and especially this is a perfect strategy for anybody who doesn't want to play spreads that are super close because they know they can risk losing their collateral. The other really nice thing about this strategy too is, as you guys can see, you don't even have to watch it. I barely watch Palantir. I think I checked this stock once today, and I've been watching my Tesla spreads nearly all day. That's one thing about this strategy that I really like, right? Is you just put up that collateral and it's cash secured, so you have that capital if you are to get assigned, and you can pull some really nice premium from it. And it's just a fun way to play where you're completely hands off. And when I'm to grow my account, maybe to 60 to 70,000, I can then, play with 20 to 30K. I'll have my long-term portfolio, but then I can play with 20 to 30,000 a week and split that between spreads and cash secured puts and have a completely passive approach to the market, because it's not uncommon for people to make 5.5% in a week and a half. If you do that on a $100,000 account, if you were to go in with $100,000 worth of collateral on this play at a 5.5% return, that would bring you $5,500 in a week and a half. So you just have to be comfortable owning the shares of this company and make sure it's a good company, one that stock will increase over the long term, and you're not playing any of these pump and dump stocks. So that's gonna be everything for me in this video. I added a couple more Apple shares to my long-term portfolio as well, which does hinder my gain percentage, but if you believe in a company, just buy shares. If you believe in something over the long term, just buy shares, hold them forever. Who cares what the price is? If you truly believe in that company, if you are so worried about your average cost, you can potentially miss out on some gains. And if you really believe in something, so now Apple is over 10% of my portfolio. One of my goals is to get 100 shares of Apple so then I could sell some covered calls on them. That's gonna be everything for me in this video. Make sure you guys please leave a like, please subscribe, and leave a comment below, as the support has been crazy lately. I mean, we're already over 5,500 subscribers, and I'm so excited to have this new community. You guys are just the absolute best, so please leave a comment below, maybe an emoji. I don't know, I really like emojis. So that's gonna be everything for me, and I will see you guys in a future video.